Every time nag-step up ako, sabi ni coach, ito na yung chance ko, ito na yung opportunity ko para mag-step up, para pakita ko sa tao na kaya ko maglaro.
Ayan, so sinabi mo nga na you were given the opportunity to showcase your game. So ngayon na papunta na tayo sa semifinals, last 2 games of the elimination round, ano ba yung ma-contribute mo sa team?
First, siguro yung role ko sa team, yung maging defender. Yun naman yung lagi sinasabi ni coach na kailangan yung role ko rito, unahin ko yung depensa ko. Siguro yung score ko, bonus na lang yun pag dumating yun, pag nagkaroon ng chance.
Ayan, so sana tuloy-tuloy na yung laro mo, especially in tonight's game. Good luck. Back to you, TJ and Mix.
That was Bea Diaz at Pamboy Raimundo. Ganun talaga, Mix. You really have a chance to step up, and when you have the chance, you give it all you got.
Well, of course, Pamboy Raimundo, for him, I think he has more to prove right now. He's been around the Philippine basketball in Alab Pilipinas. It's a chance for him just to break out and finally prove his worth here in the Philippines.
Meanwhile, as we said, this is a must-win game for Alab Pilipinas if they want to get up there in the top 2 spots. Their opponent tonight, even though they're eliminated, they are coming off a win, Migs, and that could boost their morale. Let's talk about this last game of the CLS Knights and how they fared against the Westport Malaysia Dragons.
Well, basically, TJ, this win virtually knocked out the Westport's Malaysia Dragons, who are vying for a playoff contention against the Saigon Heat. Now, the CLS Knights have been really struggling at home. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of those home wins. That they had back-to-back home wins, and this is one of those. Only in this in the 18 games that they had, they led from start to finish after opening with a 24-8 first quarter, and the CLS Knights, led by as much as 30 in that win.
Interestingly enough, though, they had 20 assists, 20 second chance points. So hustle points there, and team play is something we got to watch out for. Specifically, who played well as well, though, for the CLS Knights.
Well, it's a given that Brian Williams will post double-double numbers, as you can see, with 22 rebounds. But then, Freddie Leash has been struggling all season, but then this game really made him, his mark as the Heritage Player of the Week, for this week in the ABL. 28 points and just really carrying his home team to victory.
That was a big, big game for the Heritage Import. Breakout game for Freddie Leash, 28 points, 9 rebounds. Meanwhile, there is a familiar face that will be on the opposing team against Alab Pilipinas tonight. Here's a guy who has played in the Philippines, and he as well has had significant contributions for his team. We're talking about number 45 there, Keith Jensen.
Well, Keith Jensen was a late addition to the CLS Knights after replacing another Pinoy talent in Rudy Lingana. He scored 9 points and 5 rebounds. As you can see, he averages 10 points, 4 rebounds in those quality minutes. And Keith Jensen can be that X factor, for the imports of the CLS Knights. And they need more production from him because he cannot, rely on the production with Shane Edwards and Brian Williams.
Well, he's a former pro. He played in the PBA, went back to the States. He's hungry to prove himself right here again in the ABL as well. Bea Diaz was able to catch up with him earlier, so let's hear more from Keith Jensen.
Okay, so Keith, your team has not really been able to perform as best as you'd want it to be, but you're currently on a 2-game winning streak. So what is your mindset coming into your last 2 games of the elimination round?
We're just trying to enjoy and have fun and compete and grow together as a team and play for pride.
And I know that you were also once playing here for our pro rank. So how does it feel to be back here in the Philippines?
I absolutely love the Philippines. Everybody is so warm. The fans show so much love. I appreciate that, and this is home.
Well, now that you're going up against Alab Pilipinas, what will be your game plan for the whole CSL Knights to be able to get your 3rd straight win?
Just playing together and competing hard and being positive and trusting the rest.
Okay, so congratulations and good luck in tonight's game. Back to you, Mix and TJ.
All right, thanks, Bea. And of course, great to see Keith back in the Philippines. And now we turn you over to our Coliseum Barker for the official intro of both these teams.
Number 1, their Asian Heritage Import, Freddie Leash. Number 8, Muna Wisner. Number 9, Sandy Gornyawai. Number 10, Febri Otomo. Number 11, Alif Hidayat. Number 13, Caleb Gemilan. Number 16, Firman Nugroho. Number 17, Katon Bascoro. Number 27, Bina Rizky. Number 31, their world import, Shane Edwards. Number 33, another world import, Brian Williams. And their Asian heritage import, number 45, King Jensen. The head coach for the CLS Knights Indonesia is Koko Heru Setyon Nugroho. His assistant is Ricky Dwi Tauri. And now, Caloocan City makes some noise as we bring you our very own San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Number 1, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Number 2, Josh Urbistondo. Number 3, Lawrence Domingo. Number 6, J.R. Alabanza. Number 8, Robbie Salis. Number 10, Rico Meyerhofer. Number 13, Paulo Avelone. Number 24, Oping Sumarino. Number 25, Bonbon Hontiveros. Number 32, the real import, Justin Brownie. And number 34, another world import, Ronaldo.
Well, they got a lot of fans talking about Alab Pilipinas, and the people of Caloocan indeed are many of them, and you can see clearly how they've packed the house tonight and helping Alab, being inspired to take this 7-point lead, 9-2. But Edwards has some other ideas. Pops his first three-pointer of the night. Cuts the lead down to 4.
You know, TJ, one thing for Alab Pilipinas is they must not take the CLS Knights for granted. Even though they are already out of playoff contention, you know, the teams that are most dangerous are the ones that have nothing to lose.
Absolutely. They play relaxed. They want to play the spoilers role. Parks to Balkman. Trapped in the paint. Out to Parks. Pulls up for 3. It's off to the left. Edwards gets the board. Ish. Looking downstairs. That passes is too strong. Looking for Nugroho.
Well, if the Alab Pilipinas have a depleted lineup due to injuries, the CLS Knights also playing without Maro Buisang. And they're local in a Biboy Engio. He is a Filipino, but then
Filipino Indonesian.
Filipino
So he can play for, I guess, Alab or Indonesia as a local. Balkman in the paint, out to Brownlee from the parking lot. Brownlee with a long three-pointer there.
And we saw that shot by Justin Brownlee, pure confidence. You just know.
Feeling it there from way downtown is Brownlee. He gets a steal, looks up ahead to Parks, just has Nish to beat. Dipsy-do layup is good, and 5 quick points there for Alab Pilipinas.
Great recognition right there for Justin Brownlee, not giving up on that basketball. He recognized that his man was cutting, so he was there to anticipate that steal.
And with a crowd chanting defense, they command their team to get another steal. Can Parks save the possession? He does. Brownlee gets a screen from Alabanza. Out to Balkman, 15-footer. Williams to the board, and he comes down with the ball. To Edwards with a big slam as he gets by Balkman there, who just let him go.
Well, one maybe observation from the CLS Knights is sometimes they get beat in the first half, but then they have that resilience characteristic. And when it comes to the second half, they just really pour out their runs. Maybe also if the Alab Pilipinas let go, that can happen.
Handsy dribbling there by Brownlee to break free from his defender with an oohs and ahs of the crowd, but no basket. Meanwhile, Jensen goes up hard against Alabanza, and he will draw a foul. And the Philab will go to the free throw line. Let's take a look at that fast break led by the two-roll Edwards with the throw down there. Light of the crowd, even though he's the opposing team. We got a bunch of substitutions, but before that, we got a quick timeout as well. We'll be back for more of your ABL. Welcome back to SNA. We're coming to you live from the Caloocan City Sports Complex with a bunch of animated fans here who are just so excited to see live ABL action right in front of their eyes. And one of these guys who have been full of that so far tonight and full of aggressiveness is Ronaldo Balkman, and Big C is still, as they say, a beast, and he had big numbers against the Saigon Heat.
Well, this guy has always been reliable for Alab Pilipinas, and let us take note. You know, Alab Pilipinas was in a slump before these guys came in, and Ronaldo Balkman is proving, you know, to the Philippines that he is back. He's back here with a vengeance, wanting to prove himself, and clearly being consistent for Alab Pilipinas.
Back with a vengeance, but with a lot of focus as well. It's one thing to be full of
just
energy,
on the court.
exactly, full of energy and aggressiveness, but you know, be a loose cannon as he was before, and that caused him some trouble. But he's back now. Philippine basketball giving him a second chance, and they have welcomed him with open arms, and he has reciprocated with some great performances. Now the big challenge, as he knows, is to potentially lead this team all the way to to the top of the ABL, and that is not going to be an easy order, as you've got some big heavyweight teams that are also seeded in the playoffs, which are coming soon.
Well, technically, DJ, the top 4 teams, Chongson Kung Fu, Hong Kong Eastern, Mono Vampire, and Alab Pilipinas, they all have a shot in making that first
Top two.
place. Yeah,
Yep.
the top 2, because technically, Chongson Kung Fu could slide to 14-6. Alab Pilipinas could go up to 14-6, provided that they win these next games. And Fernando Balkman goes easy, getting the lead over that layup.
A little too easy there for Balkman as he slices through that lackluster transition defense there of the CLS Knights. Williams on the baseline gets the door shot by Balkman, blocked from behind by Domingo, but Edwards is there to clean up the mess. Parks to Raimundo. Wild with that shot. Here come the Knights. To Dayat. To Williams with the floater, too strong. Parks to the rebound, he's down. Like the bump. Shaking it off though, is Parks. Raimundo. To Balkman at the wing. Inside they go to Domingo. Its baseline runs out of space, but is that a foul? It looks like it's going to be a foul on the baseline.
First foul, second team. 14 on the
That's
shot
going to be a Katon
First
Bascoro.
team foul rather for Indonesia.
Balkman inside. Gets partially blocked. Well, it's Brownie rather. Brownie never giving up on that play. Completing his own miss.
Well, it is key with Justin Brownlee and Ronaldo Balkman that they are quicker and faster compared to the new world imports of the CLS Knights. This is really key for them to beat into that first step.
Meanwhile, the teamwork between Williams and Edwards is showing, Mick. They're finding each other, you know, with an interior passing time and again so far here.
Foul number 3 bonus to Indonesia.
So you saw Brownlee had that quick advantage with that first dribble, just causing Brian Williams to just stay back, not recovering on defense.
Here's that nice passing inside between the courts of the CLS Knights. A bunch of substitutions coming in the game for both these squads. Malino now in the game, as well as the ageless Don Tiveros coming in, giving a rest for Brownlee and Parks respectively, as Alab so far with an 18-9 lead here.
And for those watching around Facebook Live with the ASEAN Basketball League page, watching outside of the Philippines, this guy, Dondo Notiveros, is ageless. He's 40 years old. Still very active, still very in condition. Still can shoot the lights out.
Yep. Incredible the way he's kept himself in shape. Still competitive. And of course, his many years of experience in the pros and as well with the national team. Going to be, you know, really appreciated here with this young squad of Alab Pilipinas, especially the locals. Raimundo, thought 3, gets it closer, running jumper off one leg is good.
That is pure confidence from Bambay Raimundo. He knows that, you know, he will be filling in that spot for Josh Urbistondo, and he will be playing more minutes as he's coming off a great game against the Saigon Knights.
Check it out again there, one step in from a three-point line, and he decides to go up off one leg. 20-10 is the lead for Alab Pilipinas. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Katon to Edwards. Taking off Domingo. Tough fadeaway there. Williams to the big board, but he can't get a follow-up straight to the rim. Raimundo to Balkman. Tap pass. He was looking for Domingo. They had the right thing in mind with the quick transition of passing, but just a little too behind on Domingo there.
And also great for Alab Pilipinas because they ran down the floor right away, leaving Brian Williams behind. So that will be their advantage if the imports can get to the paint early, get that height in.
Edwards for 3. That's off the mark. Another rebound for Williams. This time he missed the tip in, and Balkman straight ahead. Sumalino for the finish.
There we go, because there are no shot blockers if Brian Williams keeps on lagging behind.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons probably Balkman is always aggressive. Once he gets the rebound, he wants to run down right away try to beat Williams down the court. Williams tees up a three. That's off the mark.
You can make him shoot that all day.
Yep. Challenge him with that all night. Meanwhile, the other end, Balkman. Hand off to Raimundo. Another nice jump from the baseline. Smooth looking jumper there.
Back-to-back jumpers by Pamboy Raimundo.
I saw a fist clench there by Coach Jimmy Alab. Very happy with the contribution so far of one of his backup point guards. Williams, another set shot. Closer this time. Still short. He gets the rebound though, and he follows up his own miss.
Well, that is the defense of Ronaldo Balkman. He's just sagging down, making Brian Williams shoot. He'd prefer Brian to make those jump shots compared to driving it inside.
Game clock winding down. Sumalinag knows it. Tries to beat the buzzer. That is way off the mark, but that'll end a successful first quarter for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They double up on the CLS Knights as the hot shooting of Ray Parks, Brownlee, and Balkman help Alab Pilipinas erect this 12-point lead as they are up 24-12 after one quarter. And we'll be back for more of your ABL here on SNA.
Khusus pelanggan MNC Vision dan MNC Play, aktifkan fitur plus di aplikasi MNC. Cukup pilih tombol connect di aplikasi untuk bisa nonton lebih dari 80 channel favoritmu dimanapun dan kapanpun.
I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even if we're not solving this riddle, there's no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out and I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time.
Your ABL, and this is what we get treated to during the quarter breaks as we get some fun and games and some lucky fans who are challenged with their agility to not get too dizzy and their shooting prowess as well. A couple of guys hit some three-pointers that makes amidst that spinning challenge.
What is key for that? Even though you're dizzy, it's just really about muscle memory.
Yep,
Yes.
keep shooting. Alrighty.
Maybe Steph Curry and Klay Thompson do that in practice.
Meanwhile, speaking of muscle memory, the CLS Knights need more of that as they're down by 12 as we begin the second quarter here. And right away there is an issue with the shot clock. The ref stops play. He says, hang on, shot clock above the rim has to be working. There you go, looks like they got it to go. So shot clock says 20.
Coach Coco Nugroho opting to play his locals extended minutes.
As you say that, Williams now gets a substitution. He'll be getting a rest.
He should be rested because he's exhausted. He might be a liability to the defense.
He already had some challenges keeping up with Balkman in transition. Let's see how the locals can step up as well. Balkman swings it out to an open Don Ontiveros for three.
Still, Cebuano hot shot, raining threes.
You can sense the anticipation of the crowd whenever he catches the ball from three-point range. Just so much excitement that he brings to the game. The Knights, meanwhile, down now by 15 points. Edwards thought of answering a three, goes closer. Difficult shot, losing his balance. February with the loose ball recovery, back to Edwards, and they draw the foul.
Well, Shane Edwards has to work double time here because Brian Williams is currently sitting on the bench. As we can see, this great pass by Ronaldo Bachman to an open Dondo Nontiveros. Pure confidence on that three-point shot.
Edwards has been very active around the board, getting some loose balls, nice cuts, drop passes as well. Missing the second free throw. Raimundo in a hurry though, pushing the pace. On the floor with him, Ontiveros, Sumalino, Balkman, and Domingo. Parks and Brownlee still getting a rest. Sumalino open. Goes to Dondo Ontiveros. That's partially blocked. Domingo with the offensive rebound. That's blocked from behind by Edwards. The Knights moving the ball around. Jensen in the corner, back to Edwards to the opposite corner. Edwards' three-pointer is nothing but net.
Shane Edwards playing the center position, but he can also shoot from a three-point line. As you can see, Coach Coco Nugroho matching up with the height and speed of Alab Pilipinas. Keith Jensen playing the 4 against Lawrence Domingo.
27-16, 11-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. Pampo Raimundo. Put-up jumper is short. Edwards quickly up ahead there. Mascoro for the easy layup.
And so far so good for Coach Coco, matching up with the speed and quickness, resulting to fast break points.
Katon Mascoro there with that transition basket for the Knights. Balkman drives hard. Challenging defense there of Edwards. He gets the loose ball recovery. Lucky break there for Rinaldo Balkman. You know, turn you over back to Bea Diaz, who will be giving us another report this time, most likely on the Knights. Bea, what's up?
TJ and Migs, despite bowing out of the elimination round early, the CSL Knights still remain positive. As Coach Coco mentioned to me earlier, his goal for his team is actually to get that 7th spot at the end of the elimination round and banking on their 2-game winning streak. As Keith Jensen mentioned to me, the reason for their winning is actually just enjoying the game and involving everyone in their play. So that's exactly what they needed to do tonight to address their slow start. As Coach Coco asks for a sense of urgency from his players. As you mentioned, TJ, they want to play the spoilers role tonight, so let's see their necessary adjustments in the rest of the quarter. Back to you, TJ and Mix.
All right, thanks, Bea. We'll indeed see how Coach Coco shuffles his players and motivates them. And that's always a tough challenge. So, you know, you're eliminated, you want to come in, play the spoilers role. It's okay at the start, but once you're down big, that's the hard part as a coach. You try to dig deep and try to make your boys fight harder and still not give up on the game. February with a floater. Off the mark, Williams is back in the game. He swallows another big rebound and another putback for big Brian Williams. Meyerhofer inside the game now, almost with a freebie. Kick it back out to Balkman for 3. That's too strong. Happy with the rebound. Hidayat inside. Edwards wide open from 15 feet. Missing that jumper. Lead is only 9 for Alab Pilipinas. Brownlee thought about the 3. Gets past Edwards. Brownlee floater off the glass is good.
Great drive by Justin Brownlee, recognizing that defense. He could have, you know, went for that strong drive, but then good choice by the floater.
Good spacing as well for Alab Pilipinas, giving Brownlee that ability to create. February down low to Williams against Balkman. Williams opts to go glass. Too strong. And again, Raimundo pushing the pace for Alab Pilipinas. They're up by 11. Meyerhofer, he's thinking 3. Meyerhofer, just a bit short. Williams again bringing the ball down for the Knights. Bounce pass off somebody's leg, and it looks like it's off an Alab player. We'll go back to the Knights. Back in the game now is Freddie Lish, Parks, as well as Habilona for Alab. Jensen back in the game as well for the Knights. Down low. Out to Edwards in the corner. Edwards barrels his way through. No call there either way. 3-on-2 break. Parks with the 2 imports. Back to Parks. Flicks it up. That's short. And they could not get through the 2-man defense of the Knights.
Still an 11-point lead being joined by Alab Pilipinas.
Jensen decides to pop for three as the pick and roll defense decides to go underneath. And don't look down, it's only an 8-point game, 31-23.
Well, what is important for the CLS Knights, they've been down like so many times, you know, before the halftime. It's important for them to prevent Alab Pilipinas from gaining any momentum.
Brownlee, short of that three-pointer, big board by Balkman, blocked by Edwards, another block by Edwards. This time Balkman will go to the free throw line.
Good intentions there by Shane Edwards. It's important for him not to be intimidated by Brownlee nor Balkman, showing them loose balls also on the defensive end.
There's a defensive lapse by Alab Pilipinas, not respecting the 3-point range of Jensen. Meanwhile, Balkman block number 1, and then block number 2, although comes with a foul.
Technically, there were 2 blocks.
That's right. There was also partial block by Jensen, not just Edwards. So he got blocked 3 times there. Now the Balkman has been a steady force for Alab Pilipinas. 30 big points in his last game against the Saigon Heat. They're going to need big games like that from him as they enter the playoffs. Jensen back to Bish. Having trouble getting away from Hapilona, who's known to be one of the stickiest defenders here in the Philippines. Steal by Balkman. Hapilona gives it back to Balkman. Thank you.
Great defense by Balkman and Hapilona, just right there, sticking to their men.
And a traveling call here on Brian Williams as he lifted his pivot foot before putting the ball on the floor. And we got a timeout as Alab Pilipinas up by 12. We'll be back with more of the ABL.
Goes. I try to stand tall with nothing to lean on. All quiet and still, an echo that goes on. And I'm not taking back all the deeds that I've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. When there is no way back in.
It was just really random. When Justin Brownlee, Josh Urbistondo, and Lawrence Domingo pulled up, and they said, 1-on-1? We're like, okay. And then I guess we'll hear more about that story later on at halftime.
What a fun moment there for any fan to have a chance to be up close and personal and to play some 1-on-1 with somebody like Justin Brown. Meanwhile, 13-point lead or 12-point lead here for Alab Pilipinas, but the 14 is Balkman. It's a jumper.
Credit that jab step, causing Brian Williams to step back, getting some space, open jumper.
Williams in the paint, gets double teamed. They swing it out. Jensen pops for 3 from the wing. That is good.
Back-to-back threes for Keith Jensen.
Hapilona. Balkman just inside the 3-point line. That's no go. Meyerhofer working hard for the offensive rebound. There's a foul. And it's gonna go on Meyerhofer.
Well, clear loose ball foul there on Rico Meyerhofer. As you can see, this jab step. Brian Williams getting late, not challenging that shot. by Renato Balkman.
Speaking of Balkman, he's nearing a triple-double already. He's got 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And we still have 3 minutes to go here in the second half, so he's on pace.
Well, what's incredible, TJ, is that 5 assists. Even though he's a scorer, he's also a passing big man.
Never hesitant to give up that extra pass to find his teammates in a better scoring position. 37-28. Steal by Jensen, taken away again by Javilona. Spinning inside, gets the harm and the foul, and the basket is good. No.
You got guys like Raimundo, Javilona stepping up. Josh Ubisnoldo makes also those occasional threes. Lawrence Domingo, of course, we cannot miss that guy out. It is just a well-balanced offense for Alab Pilipinas, and that is why they got their 7 to 8 game winning streak.
And you got to give it to them. I mean, aside from the fact that we got Brownlee and Balkman, 2 established veterans who play very, very well, you still have to gel with these guys. You still have to play team defense. You still have to do a lot of things that is not easy to just learn mid-season, and they did that very quickly. And they racked up all those wins that vaulted them up to the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Jensen with a nice pass inside to the cutting Brian Williams, and he gets the bucket plus the foul. Rico Meyerhoff, he gets a 3-point play.
One of the rare baskets by Brad Williams. He's been hounded all game long.
It's only 7-point lead for Alab Pilipinas here as the CLS Knights just don't go away. Not allowing Alab Pilipinas to break this game wide open. Javilona pops for 3. Javilona hits the 3. And just like that, it's back to an 11-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. With under 2 minutes to go in the half. Leash spins around, gets away from Javilona, who taps the ball away. And we got another timeout, this time for the CLS Knights. Your ABL will be right back here on SNA. Welcome back to your ABL, coming to you live from the Caloocan City Sports Complex with a jam-packed crowd. Fantastic crowd here on hand to cheer on the home team, the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They're just a little hungry, but these guys are excited. They're happy. See, when they see themselves on TV, we've been enjoying every moment here.
Well, it's rare that you get to have your hometown heroes here at your gym.
Exactly. I did say what. If they're one of the gyms that they rotate around, then mostly we have twice a year, right?
Yeah.
So when they come, you better come out and have a chance to see your idols live and cheer them on. Talking about Alab Pilipinas. Meanwhile, Williams with a strong drive. And a flick shot there by Nugroho. 41-33, back to an 8-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. Abinona for another three. Strong. Williams to the board.
Well, overall, that was a good possession because Parks could have opted for that floater, but trusting Mika Cabilona with an open three, nonetheless, it was a good shot.
Meanwhile, the other end, not a great shot combination there. Of course, a three-pointer. Williams talking to him, saying, just likely be patient, look for the pick and roll. 1:19 to go here in the first half. Parks, Palepilne at the elbow. Opposite wing to Brownlee. Swinging around, Aguilona. Ball taken away. And here they come. He's
chased down!
Chased down, blocked by Ray Parks. I thought that was going to be an easy layup there. And he is down and winded. There's been injury time out here by the refs as Wishu. That Wisnu's layup was totally erased by Ray Parks.
Well, I saw it in Ray Parks' eyes when he was sprinting down on defense, and he was going to go for this block. So right
There's
there.
the big block. Oh, and he got hit on the forehead by Parks.
And also, and there was a whiplash.
Whiplash on the floor too. So he really got winded there.
But then overall, Ray Parks showing a tremendous amount of sportsmanship, even though the play was going on. Clearly no intention to hurt.
He walks it off. Talking about Anak Agu Wisnu.
I hope he's okay. What was dangerous about that fall is his head.
Yep.
Hit the hard court.
So first of all, he got to hit the forehead from the block. The follow through on the block. And then as he landed, his head did hit his back of his head did hit the court. But he seems to be okay, just catching his breath. He says he's okay.
Also interesting, TJ, Santi Curnyawan, for our coach Coco Nugroho, is still yet to see action today, if I'm not mistaken. One of the first fives for Coach Coco.
You're right, we haven't seen him today. Meanwhile, Lish decides to pull up from way downtown. That's too strong. Parks and Meyerhofer finally get that defensive rebound. Palepilne is down. He is in pain right here, clutching on to his left ankle. This is not what you want to see as you're heading towards the playoffs. You don't want to see another injury. A key player. Palepilne is still down. We didn't see what happened, but it looks like he was running down and stepped on an opponent's foot. That's my best guess, because he didn't jump.
Yes.
There was no jumping action.
And he was, Herman Nugroho was guarding Ronaldo Bachman. I guess it was just a freak accident.
I see, because
something out of momentum.
The ball was on the other side, so our camera was not pointed on that side of the court just yet. But we'll see if we can get a replay of that.
Looks like it really hurts because he's really grimacing in pain right now. Yeah. Something you cannot afford, especially if you're going for that number 1 or number 2 spot.
We'll see how he is when we get an update later from Bea. See what they see with the ball. But meanwhile, Pao Abinona also goes down hard here as he's also clutching to his ankle. Coach Jim Elapag now complaining of an undercut from the defense. Let's take a look at that again.
Just as we were talking about Bachman's foot, next possession.
Here's that three-pointer by Abinona. There's Lish with the extension, but it didn't really look like he went underneath. There was contact definitely from Lish, but he was stepping out to try to defend him.
Yes.
But the fall, but the landing motion of Abinona as well was not straight up and straight down. He had his foot kind of extend out as well a bit.
And when he landed, he really twisted his right foot.
Yep.
So the impact from that jump shot.
But it wasn't on the landing.
Yes.
It wasn't a step forward. He already
made the landing.
He already made the landing. and then there was a bit of a forward motion where their 2 feet connected.
Well, you know, in basketball, you would know if there's some intention, if a player really extended his foot.
Yeah.
But then from that defensive play,
It did look like it.
Yeah, it did look like it. It was just Freddie Leach was there a step late.
Yeah, he was a step late trying to beat the screen, go under the screen. But it was a 3-point shot made. It's another 3-pointer for Palepilne, up 3 to 11 points. But you see Balkman hopping his way to the locker room on the other side now.
Currently, it is Rob Celis, Josh Urbistondo, now Ronaldo Bachman, and Palepilne
might not be available for this game. Yeah, we'll see. We see now Palepilne walking on his own, on both feet. It's Balkman who had to hop on one leg to the locker room. We'll see if they just look at that and possibly read.
And we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it.
Health Beauty present Yoga Festival, the Pop of Yoga. Kemeriahan ke-81. Selama bermain di sana, ia mencetak 58 gol dari 104 penampilannya.
And I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. Just breathe it out, then breathe in. When we're in the eye of the needle. So breathe it all out, then breathe in. 'Cause we then I'll face the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. Breathe the eye of the needle. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. Breathe it all out. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even if we're not solving this riddle, there's no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I know the way this goes. I try to stand tall with nothing to lean on. All quiet and still, an echo that goes on. And I'm not taking back all the deeds that I've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. Just breathe it out, then breathe in. When we're in the eye of the needle. So breathe it all out, then breathe in. 'Cause we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, then I'll face the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. Breathe the eye of the needle. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. Breathe it all out. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even even if we're not solving this riddle, there's no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out and I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I know the way this goes. I try to stand tall with nothing to lean on. All quiet and still, an echo that goes on. And I'm not taking back all the deeds that I've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. Just breathe it out, then breathe in. When we're in the eye of the needle, so breathe it all out, then breathe in. 'Cause we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, then I'll face the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We're the eye of the needle. We are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. Breathe it all out. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even if we're not solving this riddle, there's no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I know the way this goes. I try to stand tall with nothing to lean on. all quiet and still, an echo that goes on.
Goal attempts, while the CLS Knights are currently at 38%. Rebounds and assists, not too much, you know, of a big difference, 25 to 22, 11 and 11 in terms of assists. But then maybe the biggest factor was that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas only committed 4 turnovers, and that converted to 13 turnover points compared to only 5 by the CLS Knights. And clearly, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas taking advantage of the woes when it comes to ball handling of the CLS Knights.
Well, it is indeed the hustle points of the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas team, forcing more turnovers, converting more turnover points, as they have done that in the first half. Can they keep it up in the second half, especially with the potential of Ronaldo Balton not playing the rest of this game? We'll find out when we come back right here in SNA.
Muli pinapaalala natin na pinagbabawal ang paggamit ng mga flash ng kanilang habang at kasama.
It is a 44-33 lead at the half for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. The question is, can they sustain this lead without their other world import, Ronaldo Balton, who has 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists so far in this game. Still do not see him on the bench. And later on, we'll most likely be getting an update from Bea Diaz on his condition. The other guy who was injured earlier on a play was also grabbing his ankle, Pau Havilona. He's back on the court. We saw him warming up. Whether he'll play or not is answered right now because he's the starting 5 for the second half.
Well, good thing for Paulo Havilona that injury wasn't serious, and clearly Freddy Leash had no intention of leaving a foot injuring Paulo Javelona.
Yep.
And good thing he's back, because if he won't be back, it will be big shoes to fill for Pamboy Raimundo. It's going to be hard to fill in that point guard gap.
All alone.
Yes.
Finish the whole game. Just remember, we were talking about it. Joshua Bistondo is still out as well with his injury. Meanwhile, here come the Knights. Can they chop this lead down? Can they take advantage of the absence of Ronaldo Balquin? Bish can't get away from Abilona. Bish passes it to his coaching staff accidentally.
DJ, just a little bit of trivia. Coming into this game, Brian Williams is 29 points away from reaching 1,000 points. Credit that trivia to Mr. ABL, TK Kulsumbu.
TK.
Yes, TK, watching
TK.
all the way from, I guess, Thailand or Malaysia.
A hugging foul there. Oh, picked up by Ray Parks. That's on number 27, Lima Ardiancia, who just came in the game here in the second half. Coach Coco digging deep in his bench, giving a lot of guys chances to play. Alabanza. Abilona gets a screen. Shot clock winding down. He knows he has to take this one. Way short, as he had to put that up in front of the towering Brian Williams. Coach Jimmy Lepag not happy with the way they ran that offense in that last possession. Still 44-33. No team has scored here in the second half. Ardiancia. Inside they go to Brian Williams. Brownlee gets a screen from Domingo. Out to Alabanza. Thought about the jumper. Goes closer. Difficult twisting shot. Domingo with the loose ball recovery. Abilona open for a three. That's too strong. Brownlee was pushed by Edwards. No call there. Jensen up high against Parks, who played straight up defense and just forced Jensen to a turnover.
Well, no foul call right there, because Parks, as you said, played great defense. He was just vertical, as we can see in this replay. Vertical in that defense, just straight up.
That's how you do it, kids. Go straight up with your hands up in the air. No body contact. Meanwhile, no connection there between Javelona and Parks, and Javelona knows it. They did not like the execution on that post-entry pass. Lish using the Brian Williams screen. Lish scooting around everybody. Three-pointer there for Adriancia is way too long. Parks in a hurry on the other end. Parks!
For the Doris Domingo, really big for Coach Jimmy Alab. Alab Pilipinas.
Lish gets the floater to go and the foul. To the complaints of Palepilne and Brownlee. Check this out again. Against the first step. Looks like nobody touched it. The refs say there was a foul.
The Heritage Player of the Week in the ABL, scored 28 points against their win against the Malaysia Dragons.
And Lish missing the free throw to try to complete the three-point play. They're down by 9 still, 46-37. Parks thought about 3, passing off Domingo. Tough shot off the glass is good.
That is what he can do, just operate inside with his post moves.
Williams, Edwards to the top of the key. Jumpers off. Palepilne hustles to that loose ball. To Parks on the left side. Slicing through the defense is Ray Parks, and he will draw another foul.
Bima is really hounding Ray Parks. Putting a warm body inside.
Here's that last play. Domingo with a crafty layup there off the glass.
With that size advantage against the smaller Bima, it was easier for Domingo to get that layup in.
Parks to get the first free throw. He's got 11 points in the game right now, together with 3 rebounds. 2 for 2 for Ray Parks, and San Miguel Alab Pilipinas now with a 13-point lead. 50-37. Lish gets the double team. Lish gets away from Palepilne. He does not get away from Alabanza though, as that layup hit nothing but air. Parks, other side to Brownlee. Brownlee bounce past Domingo. Reverse layup is good.
Just as we were talking about it, the value of Lawrence Domingo, not only on defense, but also on offense. Once he can make it work, he can really get the crowd up and also his teammates.
Nice unselfishness there by Justin Brownlee to find his teammates and set them up. Look at this here. He could have pulled up for a jumper there, but he knew Domingo was streaking to the basket and got that reverse layup to go. It's a 16-point lead now. If I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest lead of the game for Alab Pilipinas, Mix.
Just leading big. They need this to solidify their place. If they get this win, they will clinch themselves at the 4th spot. At least a home court advantage in the quarterfinals.
Yep. But beyond that, if they get their next win as well, another win after that, and depending on what happens to Chongsun Kung Fu and
Hong Kong Eastern,
there's a chance that they will be a top 2 team. And if they become a top 2 team, they will get a bye. They will not have to play in the quarterfinals. And the good thing about that makes is for the injured guys, there's more time to rest. There's a bye a few days, as you will have to let the quarterfinals go on.
But then we'll have to check this according, to ABL rules. If there are 2 teams that are tied, let's say, if a Chongsun Kung Fu goes at 14-6, Alab Pilipinas goes also at 14-6, there won't be a playoff like here in the UAP or in the NCAA,
yep.
But there will be a goal difference system as Shane Edwards gets a hard layup in. So for Alab Pilipinas, it's just really key for them to win those next 2 games, hoping for that number 1 spot.
Well, we will see how that happens. Meanwhile, we'll be turning over to Bea to give us an update and see if there's any word from the camp of Alab Pilipinas about Ronaldo Bachman. Bea?
CJ, in Mexican injury update, Ronaldo Bachman suffered a high ankle sprain in the second quarter and unfortunately will not be able to return in this game. As for Nico Javelona, he also suffered a sprain but clearly still able to play. It's actually his first time to start ever in this Alab Pilipinas season, and he wants to repay the trust given to him by Coach Jimmy Alapag, and has clearly been able to do this with 6 points despite being a defensive specialist. On the other end, for CSL Knights, Coach Coco is asking for more energy and effort as Alab Pilipinas is killing them in transition. To address their 9 turnovers in the second quarter, he wants them to have better shot selection and to execute simple plays to cut down the lead. That's all for now. Back to you, TJ and Mix.
All right, thanks, Bea. Well, that is the initial diagnosis on Ronaldo Bachman, a high ankle sprain. question is, how long does that take to recover? We don't know. As we mentioned, the playoffs are right around the corner for the ABL.
It really depends, DJ, when you take out those shoes, let it cool off, rest it out the next day, and how the sweating will be.
Domingo. Floater is off. He gets the loose ball recovery. That's no surprise. To a streaking bump. Brownie just throwing it down in the face of Brian Williams. Woo! And listen to this crowd roar. What a cut and what a dunk. And the hustle play for Brownlee getting the steal. Raimundo, sidestep. Tip it. Domingo, once, twice. Third time is a charm. And don't look now. It's back to a 17-point lead for Ale Pilipinas. And Coach Coco and the CSL Knights call for time. We'll be back for more of your ABL. What a run for Ale Pilipinas in the last couple of minutes. That helped them extend this lead back to 17 points, as you see Coach Jimmy Alapag emphatically drawing up his plays, reminding his boys what to do to continue to pad on to this lead. And it just plays like this cut by Brownlee and the throwdown. And even on the replay, the fans are enjoying it still here as we have a big screen. And then a fast break play with Raimundo missing the first, Domingo missing the second, but making sure in the third tip in, it's good to go. And the fans here enjoying every moment.
And they should, DJ. They lined up for hours to see their home team dominate. It's really paying off dividends. 17-point lead, one of the biggest leads so far in this ballgame.
Let's see how the CSL Knights will respond to this big run by Ale Pilipinas. Williams sticking around. Some more fresh legs on the court for Coach Coco. Williams at the post. Williams gets double teamed, loses the ball. Here comes Domingo. Out to Parks. He gets a screen from Brownlee. Parks out to Brownlee. Raimundo wide open for the corner three. Why not? Takes the shot. Missing that. Domingo once again with the rebound. Brownlee open for three. Nothing but net. 20-point lead now for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Great execution on that recycled offense. Ray Parks, being more than just a scorer, but he is the main playmaker, making his teammates look good.
Gemilan missing that corner jumper out. Block inside, but there's a foul called. As Edwards throws this down, but that won't count. As Edwards just hops. Here's that three-pointer again by Justin Brownlee. Nothing but net. Brownlee now 11 points. 14 points actually. Here's a big block by Domingo and Williams. As we talked about this earlier before we came on air, most ABL teams were very competitive. They only play 7, 8 players, right? The rotation. Today, Coach Coco's already used 12 players. So he's really dug deep in his rotation to get a lot of people involved.
Well, that is one thing Coach Coco said to the media when they got eliminated. He will play more of his local players, just get more exposure in, and hopefully for a better bid next year.
Myhoff missing the baseline jumper. Alabanza hustling there to keep the possession alive and forces Williams to the last touch. Rojo back in the game now for the Knights as he's going to give Williams a break.
14 on the shot clock.
Parks asking for an isolation here. And he gets the ball from Brownie. Parks on the baseline against Sandy. Fade away by Parks. Tough shot.
Clearly the size really mattered in that matchup, and also the width of Ray Parks with that great post move.
Athleticism as well. Getting that shot over Kuriniwan. Inside, Edwards. Nowhere to go. 65-44, 21-point lead, and still they're diving for loose balls. Talking about Alab Pilipinas. And you appreciate those moments even though you're up by 20. You're scrambling for the ball like you're down by 20. Parks, fadeaway jumper, another highlight reel. Ray Parks is putting on a show. 17 points now for him.
Just putting them to school is Ray Parks and Alab Pilipinas.
Three-pointer there for Gemila. 67-47. Tribundo losing the ball. Here comes Edwards against Brownlee. Edwards blocked by Meyerhofer. Great help defense there by Rico.
A great length also for the lineup now of Coach Jimmy Alapag with long arms and lengthy players.
Brownlee on the corner. Brownlee pulls up for three. Meyerhofer again with the offensive rebound for Alab. Raimundo can't get the floater to go. Last touch though is on a... Looks like it's on a 9 player, so it's going to be possession for Alab Pilipinas. Check out this crossover and step back by Ray Parks. Look at that sweet move. So Parks is given a breather now. Sumalino is in the game, so is Don Tiveros. Raimundo curling off the screen. Shot block down to 10. We've got 2 screens to use. Out to Dondon. Dondon for 3. Dondon drains the 3.
And just like in the third quarter of the game against the Saigon Heat, they lit it up on fire.
Remember, they had a record 18 three-pointers in that game. It's an ABL record. Edwards goes up for 3. That's short. Tiveros with the rebound. In case you're counting, makes 7 threes today for Alab. Still a long way to go if they want to tie the 18. Tiveros inside the Brownlee. Swinging around, Sumalino. His three-pointer off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Alab. Brownlee thought 3, drives closer, steps back. Almost beating Edwards. He gets fouled, though. Edwards just all over Justin Brownlee. And the fans appreciating the competition here.
The slight frustration on Shane's end.
Look at that between the legs dribble to keep the possession alive for Justin Brownlee.
But then, you know, in basketball, DJ, the most pivotal periods in the game are the third quarter.
Yep.
Once you get your momentum in, once you outscore your opponent by a big one, it's almost a gimme in the fourth.
Some games won and lost in the third quarter.
Yep.
Brownlee at the stripe to try to add on to this lead. 71-44. But more than anything, Mitch, we got 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Knights haven't even scored 50 points. So you got to give credit to the defense.
Yes.
Of Alab Pilipinas tonight.
And we were talking about it in the halftime when the Alab Pilipinas were leading in turnovers, only 4 compared to 9 by CLS.
Febri gets some contact from behind from Sumalino. Just 2.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
But still a long way to go, even though this is a big lead by Alab Pilipinas. At the same time, you must remember that the CLS Knights are playing with nothing to lose. With a depleted lineup, with a not so healthy lineup. You know, with Celis, Urbistondo, you got Falkman with a high ankle knee sprain or high ankle sprain. And it's really important to be healthy coming into the playoffs, especially that they're playing their last game on Sunday, also against the Knights.
2.6 seconds to go. And out of bounds. That was last touched by Don Tiveros. So 1.6 seconds.
Well, it was touched.
Yeah, because if it wasn't touched, you could inbound it the other way. There's a heave at half court. Hitting the rim for Sandy Cornuan, but that's it for the third quarter. 71-49. It was a highlight reel infested third quarter. It's a great moves from guys like Robbie Domingo with the hustle inside. The Knights were giving it their all as well, but Ray Parks had different ideas as he was draining threes and hitting step-back jumpers and big slam dunks from guys like Justin Brownlee as well. Helped press this big 22-point lead for Alab Pilipinas as Brownlee as well, draining a big triple there to the delight of the crowd, as well as Don Tiveros, the Cebuano hotshot, his second triple of the night for Alab Pilipinas. 71-49 is the score as we enter the last quarter. We'll be back for more of your ABL.
It's all about spirit, more than strength, drama and emotion.
And I'm not taking back all the deeds that I've done. There's a lot that we did wrong. Looking back on all of the shit we've done, I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle.
Welcome back to SNA as we enter the fourth quarter of your ABL. TJ Manotok together with Mix Bustos and Bea Diaz at courtside, giving in this game between the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and the CSL Knights Surabaya as we wind down the regular season, nearing the playoffs. Sumalino missing the layup there. Meyer Hoffer keeping the ball alive, but the Knights take it away. Here they come inside, and they get that foul. Talking about Edwards with a strong drive.
Credit the defense of Rico Meyer Hoffer. You know, when Shane Edwards went hard for the drive, he was fearless in protecting home court. That was a clear foul though, but then good for Rico Meyer Hoffer, making Edwards earn his points. That was a good foul by Rico.
He's holding his own against the big guys, and he's getting extended minutes here due to the absence of Ronaldo Balcon. If you just joined us, Balcon suffered a high ankle sprain in the first half, and he has been declared unfit to return tonight at least, and we will see how quickly he can recover before the playoffs begins for Alab Pilipinas. 71-50 is the score, 21-point lead for Alab. Brownlee, bad pass as he intended to kick that one out to Don Tiveros.
Well, DJ, if we're just doing the math, today's March 21, playoffs will start most likely on April 1st, Easter Sunday.
Okay.
But then it's also vital for them to get, as you mentioned a while ago, to get the number 1 or number 2 spot so that they could rest longer.
Yep, they get a bye. They
Yes.
don't have to play the quarterfinals. If I'm not mistaken, that quarterfinals has a format of
Game best of three series.
it's a best of 3 series.
3-6 and 4-5.
Yep. That would take a while. It would
Yes.
take a week if it stretches to 3 games. And then the semifinals will be also best of 3. Finals will be a best of 5. So if you get that bye to the semifinals, you're looking potentially at a rest. Like we're talking about Baltimore, possibly 2 weeks.
but then right now it's still far off because Hong Kong Eastern still has 3 games to go against the Formosa Dreamers, KL Dragons, and the Chongson Kung Fu game. That will be the decider, the last game of eliminations on March 28th.
Williams working hard inside there, gets that off the glass against Alabanza and Brownlee. Lead back down to 19, 71-52. Ontiveros out to Brownlee on the left wing. Gets a screen from Sumalino. Brownlee with the mismatch inside. He's got the much smaller defender. Ontiveros, shot clock winding down. He has to put this one up. That's off the mark. Edwards waits for Williams. To the corner they go to Hidayat. Baseline drive out to Williams. He's taking 3. He's taking 3. Rattles in and out. Tiveros with the board out to Sumalino. He's pushing the pace. Alabanza. Raimundo gets the Alabanza screen. Down the middle. Drop pass. Sumalino. Difficult shot off the glass against Williams there.
Sumalino showing his different parts of his offense.
Tough shot there.
Known as a 3-pointer.
Knights swinging around. Hidayat inside. Edwards losing his balance, but still getting it to flick it up over the rim. 73-54. 7:25 to go in this game. Raimundo gets a screen from Alabanza. He pulls up from just inside the arc. Long 2 for Alabanza is good. To the delight of his teammates on the bench. 75-54. Hidayat open for 3. They left him 2 wide open there. 75-57. Ray Parks is set to come back in the game. Alabanza, this time he takes one from 3-point range. That is way off the mark. Just testing it. He hit a long 2 earlier. Hidayat, strong drive against Alabanza. He gets the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Well, this is a small and quick lineup. We're talking of Alab Pilipinas. Now you have Raimundo, Sumalino, Ontiveros, and right now as Brownlee checks out, Parks, I think, will have to play the 4, while Alabanza will have to play the 5. So a quick lineup against a bigger one compared to the CLS Knights.
And both road reports are there, Williams and Edwards.
But I guess this is Coach Jimmy Alapag's way of testing the waters, also establishing some kind of a lineup. A fast but a shooting lineup. You got 4 3-pointers in the court, 3-point shooters rather. So maybe that will force the defense out. At the
see how they adjust defensively, though. That's going to be the challenge. Parks will have to contend with Edwards for sure, as Alabanza's kind of held his own against Williams tonight, even though Williams does have 16 points and 12 rebounds. Sumalino over to Parks. Gets it right back. Sumalino for 3. Nothing but net. And just as you said, that makes the spacing and the 3-point shooting capability of these guys on the floor really benefit them. And now we see a 2-3 zone shown by Alab Pilipinas.
Yes, because they know that they are at the size disadvantage. So might as well just play better team defense by that 2-3 zone. And sure enough, they get that steal.
Sumalino gets it out to Don Ontiveros. Back to Sumalino. Inside they go to Bamboy Raimundo, who gets the layup to go. Scrappy ball, but still 2 points is 2 points for Alab Pilipinas. 5:40 to go here in the game. Febri. Back to Hidayat. Swinging around. Edwards. 3-second violation call there on Brian Williams.
And I like that rotation and that zone defense. Big Sumalino, he placed the second line of the zone, but then he recovered upstairs. As we can see, the Sumalino 3, he really asked for it. Looking Alabanza recognized him, flaring to that wing.
Sumalino fade away there is off. Trying to hustle down to get that offensive rebound. Interesting to see how well prepared Alab is to play this 2-3 zone. As Williams drives down and beats that zone, as I say that. And with 5 minutes to go in this game and a 19-point for Alab, we'll be finding out if they have, solved that problem of playing well with the injured players. And we turn it over back to Bea for another report on the sidelines. Bea?
TJ and Migs, before the game, Coach Jimmy Alapag asked from his players a playoff mentality, and clearly they've been able to do this with their big double-digit lead. But aside from the statistics, the key to success of the team is all about the intangibles. I'm talking about team chemistry, mindset, and their team. And I've been able to experience this firsthand with their timeouts. I could feel that everyone is pumped up, and with their laser-sharp focus in their eyes, everyone urges one another to do even more. So Coach Jimmy Alpag is definitely preparing them to build good habits, to grow as a team, to prepare them for the semifinal round. So for now, let's first take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Mrs. LJ Alapag right there with an adorable baby, and the hardworking coach Jimmy Alapag, still as intense as anything. You cannot see what lead they have. You just look at his face. And I was mentioning earlier, Mix, how interesting it is that he's so prepared with that 2-3 zone. And if you think about it, he never really played zone in the PBA, but many years with Gilas Pilipinas.
Yes.
That's most likely where he got that experience of playing a zone defense, preparing for a zone, and his international experience has really helped him a lot here playing, coaching an ABL team. And so far, he's done a great job, and they are in contention here in this 8th season of the ABL.
Speaking of international, Coach Jimmy Alapag, if you guys are watching from the ASEAN region, don't know Jimmy Alapag. This guy is a Philippine hero. Won so many games, big games for the Philippine team.
Just Google him.
Yeah.
And put Jimmy Alapag Gilas.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of those highlights.
One of the reasons why the Philippines was sent to the World Cup in 2014. Many others, many championships in the pros.
Now he's making his mark as a head coach. Meanwhile, Tiveros inside there, confusion between Raimundo and Lawrence Domingo. And I've said this many times. They've called him Robbie Domingo many times. If Robbie Domingo's watching, he's a good friend. Robbie, what's up, man? I know you can hoop, but you're not as big as Lawrence. And I don't think Lawrence can sing and dance as well as you.
Well, Robbie is a local celebrity here.
Oh, yep. Those watching as well again from other countries. Meanwhile, 80-64, still Alab Pilipinas working very hard off the glass and on the defensive end with less than 4 minutes to go in this game. Domingo out to Alabanza, open for a 15-footer. Just off the mark there. Justin Brownlee standing on the bench, applauding his teammates, cheering them on, and you'd like to see that in the world import. 80-66. Floater chops it down to 14. Forces the hand of Coach Jimmy Alapag to bring back Justin Brownlee with 3:25 to go. Parks using the screen of Alabanza, swings it out. Raimundo back to Parks inside. The fake goes up, no foul call. Alabanza gets the loose ball and the bucket. Back to a 16-point lead. The Knights trying to get around this 2-3 zone. Caton tries his hand at the 3, that's off. Here come Alab Pilipinas. Raimundo. Open jumper. Too strong. Williams now. Stutter step. Off the glass. The big man drops to the floor. He's okay. I just want to make sure everybody else is okay. KCK runs over anybody. This guy. Let's check out that. No call there, but the nice hustle play by Alabanza.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, we'll have to check this. This guy, ironically, played for the San Miguel Beermen in the ABL.
Okay.
Back, I think, in 2012. Also check that, I think, won a championship with the Coach Leo Austria in the ABL.
I think Asitaw Lab was part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ageless wonder. He's the ageless wonder. Asitaw Laba. It was because of that great stint in the ABL that Asi made his way back to the PBA.
Yes.
Which is still there now.
He thought he was on his way out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's a 82-67, 15-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. 2:30 to go in this game. Donton Tiveros tries for another three-pointer. That is off. Williams. Inside they go to Nugroho. And that will stay with the Knights. Coach Alapag deciding not to put Brownlee back in the game after all. Yanked him back to the bench. And said, you're done for the night. We need to rest you up and don't want to risk any injury. Williams puts up a three-pointer here. Bullies his way inside. That's short. Tries again. Still no goal.
Well, TJ, it looks like Alab Pilipinas will go up to 13-6.
Yep.
This will cement their status, at least in the top four. They will at least get a home court advantage in the quarterfinals. And it's just going to be up to the Singapore Slingers and the Saigon Heat. They have one game remaining each, and they will go up against each other. So it will just depend on who wins and who will get the number 5 and number 6 spot.
Tough shot there for Ray Parks Jr. As he got that one to go, 84-67, 17-point lead now as Parks is pulled out as well. Great game for him, 19 points for Ray Parks on 7 of 14 shooting from the field. Add to that 5 rebounds and 2 assists for the reigning local MVP. So chalk this win up now for Alab Pilipinas. Up by 17 points, and just looking to figure out the final score here. Abelona on the floor with Alabanza, Tiveros, Domingo, and Sumalino. Trying to use as much clock as possible. Abelona, step back. Three-pointers off. Pascoro. Hidayat. Adriancia will move this ball around against the 2-3 zone. Pascoro swing around. Jumper there from the wing for Adriancia is off the mark. So under a minute to go. Coach Jimmy just wants to eat some clock. Crowd already applauding this win for Alab Pilipinas. Though there is a differential of, I'd say, 20 seconds in game clock and shot clock, so they're going to take this turnover as a shot clock violation, talking about Alab.
CLS Knights will fall to 5 and 14. They have one game remaining. That will be against Alab Pilipinas on Sunday, Santa Rosa, Laguna.
There'll be a chance as well to get those 2 straight wins for Alab Pilipinas. Try to get that spot, although it's not only in their hands. They need these 2 wins, but we'll see what happens as long as other teams on top with Chongsun, Dongfu, and Hong Kong Eastern, how they will fare in their last remaining games to see if Alab has a chance to make it there as one of the top 2 teams and get a bye from the quarterfinals straight to the semifinals. Your final score, 84-67. We'll be taking a quick break when we come back. Our post-game awards and as well as some more stats and highlights for you here on your ABL.
Okay.